Alright, so hello YouTube, it is I, Rabble Racing, and so today we will be doing a review of this, the Buggati Veyron diecast. Now guys, I do think that you guys remember me doing an unboxing video of this car, and that was quite a long time ago, and you guys must have been wondering, where's the review video for this, and the comparison of this car to its real-life equivalent. Now guys, it took me a long time to figure out what actual version of Bugatti this was, of the Buggati Veyron, because they did make a lot of versions, and the buyer didn't specify what model this is. So, by looking with my eyes, and the one that looks the most alike to this is this. The Buggati Veyron 16.4 Super Sport. It's the only one that really looks close to it. The Vitesse version of it looks close, but that's a convertible, so that's not right. But this one, they look pretty similar. Alright, so let's get started with this review. So guys, first we can see that this car is quite small considerably. Compared to all the other vehicles, it is really small. I mean, that is a huge size difference. Because most of the vehicles, such as the Camaro, are 1x24 size. This is like a 1x32. That probably explains a lot. And also guys, you guys may have noticed from that unboxing video one interesting little feature about this car. This. Sorry guys, dropped the camera. Basically, this is not really a die cast for us collectors, like these two over here. It's not really one of those. What this is a child's toy. Now guys, but I still think it is quite a nice car. I mean, I'm keeping it because it is a die cast, but it's one of the die casts that kids play with at a young age, but then they keep because it's beautiful. Now, I really like the way that this brand did it. I couldn't give credit to the company because, well, there's nothing on the bottom with any company. It says double horses, so we're gonna go with that, saying that's probably the company. I don't want to be wrong, so if it is, you guys can search it up, right? Alright, so let's just look at this car. So we have some actual working LED lights in the front, right? Lights in the back. I'll demonstrate right now again. So we'll just open up the door, or just do that. See it working on a brake. And so we have an actual speaker on the bottom, 4 wheels with sadly the same exact size, which isn't exactly how they are on the real model. Another thing that we have on this car is, again, with all those sounds. So one of the things to activate the sounds on the lights is if you press down here on the left wheel above it, you just press down and it'll do that noise it's been doing for the past 2 times, turning on the engine and it going. I'm not doing it again. So then you open the driver's side door and it does that. Just honks. And then it locks itself. Then you go to the other side, the passenger side. For some reason, the car thinks you're trying to steal it. I mean, completely. It was very weird. And this is also one of those cars that does this. And, oh god, ready, watch. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work exactly as I planned, but no, what it does is it's one of those with the retracting wheels things. Whoa! That nearly went flying. No, that would have been bad. So we'll do it this way this time. There we go, we got some wheel spin off the start there. Alright. And so guys, this car, I mean, it does look quite good to its normal equivalent. I mean, really good, actually. The design is almost exactly on par. So now let's get to the things that, the individual specs. Now the lights, I do like how they did that. They actually made them quite nice. Only problem is, in the inside of this one, in the interior lights, it looks really dull. If you look closely, I can't really show you too nicely, but I guess you can sort of see it right now. Yeah, there we go. It's sort of really dull inside the lights compared to how it is up here. Like, that's a lot better than what you see on the diecast. Next, let's just zoom out. Next problem is the difference. Sorry, not a problem. It's still fine, actually. Is here. I should probably get something sharp to point for this. Here, I'll use a pencil. So if you look right here, you see this little line going across and up right there, right? And that goes on both sides of the car. Now, to be honest, in my opinion, with this model in particular, right, it looks sort of kind of like a beard going around someone's face. But on the real model, it looks really nice because it's in black and it sort of blends in with the rest of the car. It doesn't really stick out as much unless you pay attention unless you really pay attention to it. Now you guys must be wondering, this car is a completely different color and everything compared to this one. Usually I go and make it where it's the same color, but since the Buggati Veyron is not a new car anymore, I can't go and make one, so I just had to do with what I can. Next part. So, that's really all the differences on the front side that I noticed. Because other than that, the car does really well for the front. Right? One thing I did notice is on the side, on the filler tank, which, because of the fact that it is black, you can't really see it, is that they don't have the Bugatti logo like they do on the real car. Like, up there. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. So, let's just see what else we have here. Now let's go to side view. Side view, they've got it pretty good, actually. The wheels are exactly the same. Right? And, other than that, it's pretty much exactly as it should be on the side. Yep, no errors or flaws on the side. They've even actually made it look like the separate panels by putting a little cut here. That's how they did on the real car, to make it look like the actual panels of the car. Gotta say, that's a really nice feature there. Next. Alright, let's go to the back. So the back does give for some differences, just small amounts. One major, this is the biggest difference, and it's the worst one. This one would make me not want to buy this car if I was a collector. Because if I was a collector, and I did buy this, I'd just show the front. I wouldn't show anybody the back. Because of this. The logo. That's just a normal B. That's not even the amazing Bugatti logo. With basically a E facing the other direction and connected to a B facing the correct direction. Now, another difference I noticed is this. Look, I have to point with pencil again. Here, this silver little lining right here, that's supposed to be a brake light. Supposedly. It is supposed to be a brake light, but it's not. So it's just a silver piece. Other than that, the back's pretty nice. They got the two exhaust pipes on the bottom. Right, they also have the like outtakes on the back too, right? And yeah, I'd say the back they got it quite nice, except for the brake lights too, because usually Bugatti's brake lights, their usual difference in them is that they have this little white thing inside, like in the middle of the brakes. They do not have that on the diecast. Other than that, quite nice. And then on this car, I don't know if that's actually one of the colors for the real models. There's a silver line going through the entire car. Now for this model, it's in black, so you can't really see it. So I don't know how that's supposed to work. Alright, let's go to another view of the car. This is the top view. The top view they've actually gotten quite nice. You see, I'm just going to flip the car like this, so that way we can actually see it. Because if I go on top, you guys won't be able to see the car. So, this one they've pretty much got it exactly and dead on. So, the real model has these 4 little things right here. So the diecast has it too. Real model has these 2. They're deflecting lights. And this actually reminds me of that iPhone X. A notch. Yep, the real car has that as well. You guys can't really see it. Even I can barely see it, but it does have it. And yeah, and the body shape is pretty much exactly the way it should be. Right, with small narrowing down and then expanding out. Quite nice, gotta say, quite nice. And they've also got it here as well, quite nicely, where you can barely see the engine, right? And it's like covered, like here. So I gotta say that's good job there. And they got the spoiler here, which you cannot take out. And in the model, it's not out either. It's just, well, there. Alright, and then that's just a picture of the back, which we just discussed. That's another picture of the front. Oh, so this one, the spoiler does come up. So I guess in the diecast, well, in real life, it should have come up. Maybe it would have been cool if there was an option for it to lift up. But I haven't seen a diecast where you get a lifting up spoiler. So let's see if we can get any interior pictures. Oh, wait. Alright, let's just see. I'll let you guys look at this car for a little bit while I look for some interior sheets. Nope, guys, but I did get to see the interior earlier on. I don't know where that went exactly, but there were some pictures of it. So, basically in the interior, oh, it's gonna make that annoying sound now. Oh god. Let's just wait. So they got the inside the dashboard quite nice actually, with the steering wheel and the middle panel actually. Let's see if we can come in through the other side here. Here, this middle panel, they've actually got it really nicely done. That's actually how the inside of the Buggati Veyron looks in this edition. And other than that, they've gone quite cheap after that because, well, look. A real person cannot put their legs anywhere inside this car. I mean, look, the steering wheel is actually just sitting on the ground. It's just sitting on the ground. I don't know what the people who made this diecast were thinking. But that's really weird. So guys, that's pretty much it with this Buggati Veyron diecast. I have to say that whatever company made this, they did quite a nice job actually. They did a really good job and all. But they could have done better. One, in fact, they could have put an actual Bugatti logo. Could have just made the stripe red, right? And, yeah, that's what we should. Other than that, they've done it really nicely. So, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, hit that like button. And remember to subscribe. So, guys, I'll see you next time.